Hi everyone, Kim here with Sunshine Creations and Crafts, and welcome to Daily Motivational Projects Tag You're at Tuesday. This is going to be a different kind of tag, and it can also be used as a bookmark. Now, this is a 90-pound watercolor paper that I'm going to be using my gelatos on, which, according to some of the artists that I've been watching on YouTube, you do not have to use watercolor paper on gelatos. I'm just trying it out here. So I want to reinforce my holes here, and sometimes the way I do that if I'm not using eyelets is I just punch a 1/2-inch circle like so, and I used my Marvy 1/2-inch punch, and I'm just going to go ahead and put a hole right in the middle as best I can, kind of judging. And I put those on first. Now, if you're not comfortable or trust your eyeballs, go ahead and measure it out. For example, you would just use your ruler and say, oh, I need to go down 1/4 of an inch or whatever it might be. But I'm going to go ahead and just eyeball it, and I think I'm pretty happy with that right there. And that's going to dry. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is I'm using an Ink-a-Dink-a-Doo stamp, and I got this at Michael's, I believe, for $2. And I went ahead and stamped it on my Ink-a-Dink-a-Doo stamping mask paper, and then I just sort of fussy cut it out. Fussy cut it out. And I'm going to put her right down the middle. Actually, I think this is a boy, because girl peacocks don't have feathers. And making sure that the edges are down. Because the gelatos are going to be the background. And I've used these off and on projects, not making videos of them. So I like them. I like their end result. Use a little bit of the green. It's okay that I'm coloring over the masked part, because it's going to come up in a minute. And go all the way up, even on these little dots here. Alright, so you're just going to kind of rub this in. I'm going to go ahead and spray my finger a little bit. You can also spray the paper. I'll do that so you can see the difference. I don't want to put too much on because it is watercolor paper, so it has a different... And I've got a little bit of purple on here, so I'm going to blend it in as I go up and around. Is that gorgeous? Bring up the colors. Like a pretty rainbow, right? And let's put a little bit of purple up here. Alright, so we're going to let that dry. Wipe my hand off here. And then we're going to come over here, and I'm going to put some distress ink on these feathers here. And then I'm going to take the mask off and stamp on the stamp. That was Dusty Concord. Make sure that's coming out okay. Don't think I've used that before. There it comes. It's going to be hard to see the yellow. You can also use distress pens, which I'm going to be using that for the top part. And this is, well, this was scattered straw, and this is peeled paint. Okay, get out my distress markers. And use the black one. I'll just kind of come around here like this. It shows a little bit more detail. And do her feathers purple. It looks like this distress stain is drying quickly. So I can either wet it, or I'm going to go with my distress pen marker, sorry. And I need to get the little legs here and brighten it up a little bit. I don't think I have, what is this? Mustard seed. It'll have to do. Come in here. Squeak, squeak, squeak. And peel paint. I think with the distress markers, it'll show the intricacy of the stamp a little better now that I've already started it. Alright, so let's see how this works. Lining it up is going to be pretty tricky, but I think I can do it. Give it a quick mist to reactivate it. And give her a push. I'm going to put this down here a little bit so I have a flatter surface. Very nice. Now I can go in again with my gelatos, and I'm just going to put it on my finger this time. Give it some color. Since that's yellow, I'm using the yellow up here. Now this is not a real, you know, a lot of embellishment kind of thing. It's just pretty and colorful. And if I want, I can take this distress marker and, no, I don't want to do that actually. I want to go ahead and pull in with the oranges and the purples. And I'm going to leave a little bit of white because I want it to show a little bit. I just love this stamp. It's so pretty. Alright, now I have a little sentiment that I want to put on here. And it says, "Perfect the way you are," and this is from My Mind's Eye. And I'm just going to stamp it with my acrylic, my archival acrylic. Where did I get that from? It's going to go right there. Get everything out of the way there. Okay, now I could take some acrylic paint and, not paint, wow, I'm just having a hard time talking here, aren't I? Just take some black. I want to stamp this off, see if I can find a scrap paper here. Okay. I'm going to put this on here, but I'm going to stamp it off so that it's light. And just make a little bit of pattern in here. Very, very light. I'm barely pushing, but I want it to show the intricacy of the stamp. Gives it a little bit more character. Put my mask back down here for a second. Stamp that off a minute. Okay, I don't want to overdo it. Maybe put one up here. Oh, that's so pretty. I just love these gelatos. They're so much fun. Okay, let's take my mask off. And what I'm going to be doing here is put my holes, and then my ribbon, which I did not pull out. I'm going to finish this all up and put it on my blog. But my ribbon, I'm going to put a piece through here and then loop it through that way so that it hangs like this. And like I said, they can use it as a bookmark or just a tag, you know, just letting somebody know that you care for them, and maybe they're feeling a little down about themselves and you just want to see perfect the way you are. Alright, so that is my Tag Your It Tuesday daily motivational project. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'm always open for suggestions and comments and that kind of fun stuff, because we all need inspiration, we all need help, right? Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.